Ramble.
Thank you to Thrive Market and Grove Collaborative for sponsoring this episode.
Good morning to our listeners, but also good morning to you all. I'm so happy to see you. Welcome to You Can Sit With Us, everybody. I'm Ariel, one of your hosts, and I'm joined by Maggie.
Hello.
Becky.
Hi.
And Matthew.
Good morning.
And Pesto, of course.
Hi, Pesto.
I feel like Pesto's sort of our like mascot dog today.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
He's being
Good boy.
so good.
Did you know pet in Spanish
very
means mascota? Or it's like translated to mascota, which basically means your family mascot. Isn't that the cutest?
Mascota.
That's really
So
cute.
cute.
Uh-huh.
Wait, so
He is.
which of your dogs is your family mascot?
I guess all of them.
I think, well, Pesto's kind of like the star child.
Yeah, he's like
the
the
best
star.
behaved.
Ooh,
He's
is
the
he
one
your-
that you've had the longest.
Tell
Maybe
us who's
Emma,
your
you've had the
favorite.
longest.
Well, Emma, we've had the longest because we got Pesto to be Emma's companion.
Oh,
So,
emotional support pesto.
but
Who do
he's
you
the
love
best
the
behaved.
most?
I love all my children the same.
I don't believe.
Really? Even when they go pee-pee and poo-poo on places,
That
you
makes me
still
mad.
love them?
Yes. I mean, you do that too, Becky, and I still love you. So,
I only pee-peed and poo-pooed on your couch once.
It was one time.
One time. Get over it. Grow
one
up.
time too many.
Oh man.
I remember when Bowie pee-peed and poo-pooed on your couch when he was a puppy.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, it just happens.
It just,
You know, kids, dogs.
I felt so
Maybe it's
bad.
more about your couch than the animal. Maybe
Yeah.
your couch
It's
is
a new
bad.
It's a new couch.
There's clearly something wrong with your couch.
100%. 100%.
Because I have never had any of my friends pee on my couch.
Not yet.
Not that you
Yeah.
know
Now
of.
you're asking for it.
Pee-pee poo-poo magnet.
Goodness.
Well, everybody, today we're going to manifest some things into existence. And we all four of us really know what it means. We have a full understanding.
Yes.
And we
Finding man-
totally
manifest.
knows what it means. We're going to go to a man fest.
I feel like that's my cue because I have absolutely no idea what. I actually do have a sense of what manifesting means, but it seems like you guys are talking about something that is beyond my knowledge.
You don't like,
Same.
I feel like it exploded into our culture like over the last like 10 years, but I've been hearing it a lot more in the last 2, right?
Yeah, you're our resident like manifesting expert.
I don't know if I'd call myself an expert, but I find myself manifesting little things. This is all just for fun. I'm not manifesting like crazy things.
Is it like magic where you're
Yeah, what
like
is it?
trying to
Give
like
us the definition.
like
It's basically
think
like
something into
the
reality?
laws of attraction. So if you believe something will happen and you focus on that and you start to modify your actions to get to that, then you will attract it into existence.
Oh,
So it's like the power of positive thinking plus behavioral changes.
Sometimes
I mean, I guess it makes sense because the more you think about something, the more it's at the top of your mind and the more you're going to take action.
right.
Yeah.
It's like so I sometimes read those like workout magazines, like like Self and Shape
Love
and
your
stuff.
magazines.
And they say that if you think about working out your abs, but you're not actually working out your abs, you actually are working out your abs.
How?
Your brain
That's just the way it
abs.
works. Your brain is just making your
It's like
abs
biofeedback.
contract.
Do you also have one of those electronic machines that are like,
The 10 unit.
while you're reading
kind of
magazine?
It kind of works the same way where like, those machines sort of go and they like contract your muscles. And if you're thinking about working out your abs, you are actually like sort of subconsciously like contracting your muscles. Huh. Is that interesting?
New workout.
Interesting.
Yeah. Just think about it working
From
out.
jazzercise. to just
Lay
thinking
down
about
in your bed and think about working out. Trust
I
me,
have
it
like a
works.
better worded. It's manifestation is bringing something tangible into your life through attraction and belief. If you think it, it will come. However, there is more manifestation than willpower and positive thinking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does it
What
have
else?
anything to do with like magnetics or
I don't.
sort of the circle of the universe?
Maybe it's like attention. Like if you're thinking about something all the time, then you'll recognize it more
Yeah.
in the world around you.
And if you want
Then you'll
something,
go more that direction.
you're more likely to just like change your actions in order to get there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I know that there was something viral going on TikTok that said like the 3-6-9 rule, where you like write it 3 times in the morning, 6 times at night, 6 in the afternoon, and 9 times at night. And then
Sounds like you're being punished.
I know, right?
It sounds like lines, like in school.
I know.
And so what are some things that that you have been manifesting, or that like people manifest? Like what are some common things?
Yeah. So
is it like workout stuff, or like?
I mean, a lot of people do workout stuff. A lot of people do like change in jobs if they're unhappy in their jobs. I like a year or 2 years ago now, I manifested a new job.
Oh,
Yeah, because it was like within the same nursing realm, but I was like super unhappy of where I was then currently. And then I like made actionable steps into transitioning into a different department.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
I also manifested Joe Jonas at a coffee shop.
What?
But that one's like a sillier one because like I didn't do any action things, but we were in New York for a wedding and Zach's sister gave us like a list of cool stores to visit while we were shopping in Soho. She's like, you have to go here. Joe Jonas was there yesterday. I was like, well, there's no way he's going to be there today, but I'm going to manifest it.
So did you just like, okay, when you say I'm going to manifest it, so when you make that choice, so then in your head, you're saying like over and over again, I'm going to run into Joe Jonas. I'm going to run into Joe Jonas. Or is
I don't
it
think
like
actively. I
you
think
spend like 30 seconds thinking like, I hope I see Joe Jonas today.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's what I did. And then like before we exited the subway, I was like, let's see if he's there. And he was there. Wow. I did it with my brain.
That's called stalking.
That's called having a good Dumois account.
I know. Yeah, that's true.
So you manifested like things like seeing Joe Jonas, but in like a serious way when you're thinking about manifesting. Like you said you were thinking about manifesting a new job back in the day. So how did you...
How did I?
I think I'm confused
your
about the
process?
process.
Yeah.
Yes. What's the process of manifesting?
I think the first thing is identifying a clear goal.
Okay.
And then the second, here, I got a Google article.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Be clear about your goals. Once you've set your intention, ask for what you want and write it down on a piece of paper. So a lot of people are visual. A lot of people will make like vision boards.
Okay.
Some people like outline feelings or like music and like some sort of emotion that they'll feel like once they attain that goal. Oh. And then you start working towards your goals. Also being mindful for what you do have and what you will eventually receive, and let go of any resistance and limiting beliefs, and make sure to check and change your energy.
Meaning.
There's a lot of steps there.
There's a lot of stuff. Yeah.
I know, right?
I feel like this is just a very spiritual way of just like accomplishing goals.
So it's like goal setting.
What's the thing on TikTok that you were talking about before we started recording called the woo woo?
Oh no. I just call things woo woo.
Oh,
Like if it's something that's like a little spiritual but still like has a little bit of science to it, it's woo woo. You know.
It's woo-woo science.
Woo woo science. Yeah. Like chlorophyll water is woo woo science. There's nothing scientific.
But it makes you
There's-
feel good.
It makes you feel good, but no studies have really shown that it actually
okay.
does anything beneficial for your body.
Yeah.
But it's woo woo. And if it makes you feel good, then
Absolutely.
what's the problem? There's no issue with it.
But there are a lot of manifestation videos on TikTok.
There are, yeah.
lot.
That's
They
like
show
when
them.
I
I'm not in
first
that.
heard about it was they're like what I can manifest, and it was like a girl listing all the things, and I had never heard of it before. And then you have said it in conversation before, and that's why I was like, Maggie knows.
I just like really like goal setting. Like I
Okay.
really like writing things down and like checking things off my to-do list. And you actually got me like a manifestation like checkbook at one of these like craft fairs, which I really
That's right.
I was with Ariel, and I was like, it says manifesting on it.
Yeah.
I'm getting it for Maggie. I'm gonna get it for her.
It's still January. Oh, we're going into February now. This will be out in February. But I feel like this past month I've been really like reflecting and like planning and goals. So that's why I wanted to bring it up. And I think it's just fun. Like I sometimes when I pull into a parking or like I'm going to go meet a friend, I manifest a parking spot.
Oh, I love that.
So that's nice.
We all need to do that. Never find parking.
That's actually, so that's interesting that you like mentioned sort of this parking spot idea, because I go into a situation like parking, you know, and I'm sort of dreading. I'm sort of like dreading the process of, and I'm stressed. Yeah. And I'm thinking to myself like, like there's not going to be any parking. There's never any parking here. And it's almost like you are being an optimist about the situation because you're like, I'm going to find a parking spot. This is going to happen for me, you know? Whereas I'm like, I'm not going to find a parking spot. And I never find a parking spot, you know?
And obviously sometimes I pull in and it's like right in front. Yes. And then there's other times where I'm just like searching aimlessly for 20 plus.
But you always find one.
You always
find one. Manifestation is
sometimes I have to pay over $15 for the lot in downtown. But
ouch.
That's okay.
But it sounds like, you know, there's a lot of different ideas about how to, you know, go about things. But it sounds like you're kind of accepting the process and kind of also taking a little bit of responsibility for it too. Kind of like, I am going to create the good things that happen to me instead of the universe allowing good things to happen to me.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah, because I'm not here to tell you, like, just think it in your head and then things will happen. Like, I'm going to be the next
Gonna win the lottery.
pop star. I'm going to win the lottery. But it reminds me a lot. My grandma was very religious. She's a Catholic woman, but like anytime she'd like submit her lottery tickets, she'd buy her lottery tickets like once a week and have her numbers. But every single time she'd like shake her lottery ticket and she'd go plata, 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 which means money, money, money. And so when I manifest things, I think of my mom and my grandma because they're a little superstitious too. So it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what other things have you manifested other than Joe Jonas and a job?
Not that those are inconsequential.
Yeah. But like things that don't start with a J.
Like when you got a house.
Oh yeah.
Probably did a lot of manifesting for that.
Oh yeah, I did definitely. We did some weird stuff when we were bidding on houses. We were like, we would submit by the end of, I think we submitted like 14 offers on so many houses. But like by the end of it, we were doing like the most obscure numbers that would add up to like our lucky numbers. And our realtor's like, what are you guys doing?
You were like, it's our lucky number.
It's our lucky number. It was like,
Wait, so you would
It was your lottery.
You
It was
would
your
offer
lottery number.
a random number?
that would like add up to
That is so funny. As like the person selling the house, I'd be like,
what is this?
what? 98 cents?
Yeah.
Are you joking?
I remember when we were closing, we had like the person working on like the big old packet. He like called to clarify and make sure it was the right combination of numbers because it was the most obscure thing.
Wow. That's really funny.
But it worked.
It worked.
It did.
We tried
did.
that approach at least 5 times, but it worked.
Try again. You know?
Yeah, right. So it is kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy then too. Like if you think something's going to go a certain way, then you kind of like are taking steps subconsciously to make it happen. Interesting.
Have you guys, I mean, now that you understand kind of what manifesting means, have you guys done that in your lives? Recently, of course.
I don't think I put the same kind of spiritual weight behind it.
You don't make a mood
like
board?
Maggie, I am very goal oriented. So I like create those goals and then put the steps that I need to do to reach those goals. But I'm not like writing it down, 12 times a day or whatever it is, or like really thinking about it.
369. Damn you fine.
Could you, do you have to write it or could you like think it?
Yeah, you can think it.
There's
I
no
think
place
it's whatever.
like home. There's no place like home.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever like manifested anything. Like when you talk about like parking, the parking structure, for example, I don't go into a parking structure going, I'm going to find a parking spot. I'm not going to find a parking spot. I go in, I'm 20 minutes early. I could take my time. If someone needs to cut me off in this parking structure, that is what today is,
Okay.
I'm more of a like plan around it.
You're kind of a let the universe happen to you sort of person.
Yeah.
But the fact that you're always early means that you have the flexibility to allow that also.
Yeah. I don't like being stressed out when driving. Like I'm not a very good driver. So like I like to take my time, relax.
You're putting yourself in a better situation.
Yeah.
By getting there early.
How do you guys feel about traffic? Because I feel like for me, I drove 2 hours this morning, right?
Crazy.
And I'm kind of thinking to myself that I was manifesting like being in the fast lane You know, when you switch into a lane and you're like, okay, this one's going to go faster. This one's going to go faster than that one. You know, I totally did that and it totally worked for me. I was like, I made this decision. I'm not, you know, like sometimes I'm driving and I just and I kind of let traffic happen to me. I just stay in my lane and I'm like, I'm listening to my audiobook. I'm good. You know, but I feel like today I was really like, no, I'm choosing this lane. Right. This is going to be the fast one. Okay, now I'm going to switch. This is going to be the fast one. I know that's the worst way to drive because you're always disappointed.
Switching the lanes.
Yeah. You're a weaver.
But I feel like, so sometimes, yeah. But I feel like today I totally manifested, you know, I can call it that now because I know what it was. But I totally manifested being in the fast lane. Right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
You thought about it. You willed it into existence.
Yeah.
And you did it.
Like,
And
I am not
by
gonna be late
weaving, you
today.
made sure everyone else was in a slow lane.
Exactly.
That's true. You slowed them down.
You slowed down traffic.
That's what they do say. Yeah.
You were the
get
master
it.
of your own fate that day.
I'm slowing this lane down.
Yeah. A new year means a fresh start and a chance to change the way you care for the planet. Now is the perfect time to make your home healthier, happier, and more sustainable. Discover everything you need for a sustainable home at Grove Collaborative. Grove carries hundreds of products aimed at replacing single-use plastics across your home and personal care routine. And by 2025, Grove will be 100% plastic-free. Like Grove Collaborative's concentrated cleaners and refillable glass bottles, they're friendlier to the planet and twice as effective as the leading natural brands. Switch to sustainable products for every room in your house, from laundry care to hand soap and more.
You can never have too much hand soap, and I love using Myers. They have a variety of scents that I love. It smells nice, I love using it, and it's good for the environment. Join over 2 million households already shopping sustainably at Grove. Go to grove.com/sitwithus today to get a free gift set worth up to $50 with your first order. Plus, shipping is fast and free. Get started right now at grove.com/sitwithus. grove.com/sitwithus.
Thrive Market is an online membership-based market on a mission to make healthy living easy and affordable for everyone. They'll deliver what you need so you can spend time on what matters. They carry all of your favorite clean brands that don't clean out your wallet. Shopping everything from ethically sourced pantry essentials to sustainable meat and seafood to non-toxic cleaning and beauty products. One of my favorite snacks when I'm on the go in the morning is a Kind bar. I love that I could stock up with Thrive Market and always have them in my pantry. I also really love the Bonza pasta. Chickpeas are delicious, and you can put any toppings on that you want.
Do healthy your way. Shop by what you eat and how you live. Low sugar, keto, gluten-free, zero waste. Filter by 90+ values and lifestyles to what works for you. Can your grocery store do that? Now it can when you go to thrivemarket.com/sitwithus. Join today and get 40% off your first order and a free gift. That's THRIVE market.com/sitwithus to get 40% off your first order and a free gift. thrivemarket.com/sitwithus.
Yeah, there was like a little cartoon going around about how like traffic jams happen.
Ooh,
and it was just, it's one car switches a lane, so then the car behind it does slow down for like a hot second. And then they showed the sort of ripple effect that switching lanes has on traffic.
Tell me more about this.
That was it.
Tell everybody more about this.
People need
That was
to
it.
like understand
Like,
more about
pick
how
a
their
lane.
actions affect other people. That's what you're saying, Becky. This is a metaphor for life.
Yes.
Okay, because I actually have never heard this before. And so the fact that you guys just told me that by me switching lanes, it made more traffic.
True.
My life is
Speechless.
changed.
Yeah.
My life is changed.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
I seriously had no idea that I was
Do you think
doing
you
that.
switching lanes like moves traffic forward? Is that why you like to? Well, you
Oh
like-
gosh, no.
Yeah.
No. It's a purely selfish act. Purely selfish. Absolutely not. No.
Yeah, it does.
Please, what else? What are the ripple effects? Like, tell our listeners.
That was it. It's just when you switch a lane, the car that you've gone in front of slows down.
And then it causes the car behind them to slow down. And then probably the one that you moved from, probably had to slow down too because it saw you moving, so people are more cautious when people are switching lanes, or they should be. So then it causes everyone to slow down in the situation. And then just the cars behind them then have to react to that. So then usually the seconds that they're slowing down as you go further away
Gets longer and longer.
So that's why you're like on the highway a lot of times there's all this traffic and you're like, there's nothing to stop for. There's no accident. There's no construction. There's nothing. It's just like congestion from people moving and weaving and stuff. And it just ends up slowing everyone down.
And so I bet that's why that happens at that intersection downtown.
That crazy one where it's like 12 lanes.
Trying to get off onto that, but you're also
like
merging.
6th Street.
Yeah, like 6th Street downtown.
Whatever it is. Yeah. Have you guys ever been the non-Californians? Sorry, Maggie, but I don't know if they do this where you were from or if it's just like an LA thing. The cops weaving to slow down traffic if there's an accident. I don't know if our listeners have seen that anywhere else, but in LA,
I've never seen it.
You've never seen it?
Will try and specifically slow down traffic if there's an accident, or sometimes they just do it as like traffic control
Or debris.
And if there's something that they need you to slow down for, a cop will go just zigzagging left and right over all of the lanes. And the first time it ever happened to me, I had never seen anything like it. I was the very first car after the cop.
Yeah.
Why did I take my phone out and record it? Who knows? But I was like going so slow and I was like, Keith, look at this. What's happening? What's going on?
The exact same thing happened to me, and I had no idea what was happening.
It's confusing.
I was like, why is he driving like a crazy person? Like, is this cop? Like, this cop is like physically trying to make everybody nuts. Like, what is happening?
Yeah, it was wacky.
And then there was like a hay bale in the middle of the road, and I was like, oh, he's trying to stop all of the traffic so that somebody can push this hay bale off.
Yeah.
It's always the worst when you're like the first car behind it too. You're like, oh,
You're like,
no,
no.
right now you're trying.
There've been one more.
You're looking at the car that was in front of you speed off. You're like, gosh, darn it.
Is that just LA, Maggie, though? As our resident Californian?
I know. I can't think of a state. I mean, I'm not in states for that long where I'm doing like a lot of freeway driving. I would assume they do it other places, but I've seen it a lot in LA because we have such big highways.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, did they do it like did you ever see it when you were like in high school?
I feel like yes, but like our freeways in
So maybe a
Orange
California
County
thing.
aren't as wide as like the 405. The 405 sometimes is like 8 like lanes wide. I remember picking up a friend who flew in from Portland. Yes. And she was taking photos of how like the size of the 405. They're like, we don't have freeways like this. Yeah. So I think we just have so much room, and maybe it's like more calm. Yeah. And it's more it's like watching a cop car go back and forth that many lanes. You're like, what?
It's crazy.
What?
Okay, I'm gonna ask you guys a question.
Let's go.
You have to promise to be honest. Okay. we can cut it out if it's too honest. We can cut it out if it's too honest.
Okay.
Do you sometimes go into the carpool lane even if you do not have two or more people in your car?
Well, with an
electric car, you can. You have a sticker.
Yes, I do it
You all have electric cars, don't you?
Not me.
No?
Prius, baby. We're living in hybrid.
We
life.
haven't been able to update the registration to a new address. Like the DMV will not allow us to for some reason. So we haven't gotten that
sticker?
luxury. But also the time of day that I'm driving, the carpool lane is just as slow as regular traffic. So I'm like, I'm not
rush
missing
hour
out on
time.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
So no.
I've never done it.
And no.
I'm too scared.
I never did it when I didn't have an electric car. I was too afraid I would get.
Wow.
Yeah. It's scary.
Wow, you guys are
Too
It's a very
scary.
good like self-policing thing.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I've never done it. I think I've done it once for like a freeway interchange because I was late to clinical when I was driving from.
You were like,
Because you know how like there's certain freeway on-ramps where you can enter through the carpool lane or you can enter on the right side with the regular people. And it was flying. I was like, I'm going to miss my class. And I was like, wee!
He flew over.
Bobo was in the car. It counts.
But I see a lot of people do it.
Yeah.
Even if they just do it for a little bit to get around people.
yeah.
To zigzag. Do you do it, Ariel?
She looks guilty.
Ariel.
No judgment. I don't judge you.
I do it. Yes. I go into the carpool lane if it is going a little bit faster, and then I will kind of jut out of it. I think it has to do with risk tolerance.
Oh.
You know?
Well, if you have a kid in the car, isn't that
Yeah, that's carpool.
people then too?
Absolutely.
So
He's a people.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
he's a people.
Kids are people.
Yeah.
Kids are people too.
Dogs are not allowed, even though they're expensive. They should be.
Ariel, I'd love to hear
Yes, Pixie.
I'd love to dive a little bit deeper into that. Now, when you're alone in the car, not including a child, because obviously carpool, I think I'd just love to see what's going through your head in that moment.
You're like,
Are you knowing that you're breaking the law? Like, are you like, I'm breaking the law, here I go? Or is it an afterthought?
That's a really good question.
The ends justify the means.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
She is a resident bad girl.
I know.
She's the only one who's been
bad
arrested.
girl.
I do think I like being a little naughty.
Ooh, Mom, breaking the rules.
I think it feels a little naughty to like go into, because you're not supposed to.
True,
you know?
true.
And like I don't stay in there for very long.
Oh, so not only are you breaking into the carpool lane, but you're leaving before it's time to exit. You're going over a double yellow.
I always do that if I absolutely have to.
Which is basically a
absolutely have to. Only if I absolutely have to. I usually wait for the dotted line.
Okay.
Likely story.
I know. Oof. You got
Some
me.
self-reflection
Okay. I won't do it again. No, it feels a little, like I get bored when I'm driving, and I'm sort of like,
Is it because it's
So
a
this is how
victimless
she got here
crime?
so fast today.
I know.
It
She's
is
like,
a
I thought I was going to be
victimless
late.
but I wasn't. I also get a sick pleasure from the Google Maps number going down. You know when it says that it's like that you're going to get there at 8:54.
You gotta beat
and
it.
then
You
it
gotta
starts
beat it.
and then it starts dropping down
Yeah.
to 8:53, 8:52, 8:51, and I'm like, fuck yeah.
Saving time.
It's the little
It's
things
the
in
little
life.
things. You
Yeah.
really, you got to enjoy the process just as much as you enjoy. I manifested.
see?
Getting here on time.
You're doing it subconsciously.
And you
and
took
I
steps that you
subconsciously
needed
went
to
into
do
the
it.
carpool lane, even though it was only me in the car.
What other victimless crimes do you commit, Ariel?
Oh, that's a great question.
How about you, Becky?
Yeah. Well,
The
my crimes
accuser.
only have
Why
victims.
don't you name some victimless crimes, and we can all decide
we
whether
can all
have
raise our
done
hands
those
if we've
things.
done it.
You have not put back the shopping
Victimless
cart.
crime.
Definitely have not done that before.
You've never
No, I
put back the
have
shopping cart?
Not put it back.
So you have done this?
Yes.
Where you've left it in like an empty parking space?
It's like too far away, or it's just like, and there are other carts.
Never. There's a radio show on like some alternative station, and they do. It's called Cart Narcs, and this guy will wait in his car for people to not put their carts away, and then he goes wee wee, and he goes out after them. And he goes, "Hi, I just want to ask you, like, why didn't you put your cart back?"
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
People have like grabbed his phone and like thrown it on the ground. Oh my! People got like violent when you asked them why
is
they didn't
so
put their
funny.
cart
When they
back.
get called out.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm a serial cart put backer.
Yeah.
Like if there are a couple carts around me, I will like
Oh, you're nice.
You
I'll just
grab
put-
those carts
grab
and
those
put them away.
carts.
No,
Yeah.
I'll just put my cart in one of those carts.
there are two kinds of people in the parking lot world.
If I am like the only person, and like my cart would clearly be the only cart there,
Right.
then I'm like, fine, I'll go put it away. But if there's a couple carts that are already
Yeah.
hanging out, I'm like,
Yeah, exactly.
I'll fill mine with their carts.
Too tempting.
I also think, that like there are cart people that come around, right? And so if there's 3 carts together, that makes it easier for them.
Makes it easier to grab. Okay, what are other victimless
Crimes.
crimes? Do you ever not pay your meter? I feel like maybe these are
Never.
just crimes against the city.
Never.
Taxes.
Do you ever do little crimes because all your tax money is going to the military instead of your own neighborhood?
Like double parking or something like that, like double parking, just to get just to go in and grab your coffee or something.
Okay, so I think I have a theory on double parking. You can double park if there are no other parking spots around, 0 other parking spots. Totally fine. I will not get mad at having to go around your car. LA in particular, people did not do this in Chicago. Like literally yesterday, we're driving. Someone double parked next to a car, probably 10 feet ahead was an actual curb parking spot.
No.
Wow.
Whether or not that curb parking spot was there when the guy got there, it was like, why wouldn't you just drive 2 more seconds or block a driveway?
Yeah.
Right. Instead of
one
blocking a
driveway.
car.
For 2 minutes.
They wanted to feel naughty.
Naughty.
It was probably Ariel's
also
car.
power, like
Was it Ariel?
feel like-
was it Ariel's car?
There were 2 babies in there.
I wasn't here.
I did knock on the window. You okay in there?
Oh my God. What are some other victimless crimes? Oh, not picking up your dog poop.
Oh, never.
I feel like I usually always do. There's been some times I haven't, but probably 98% of the time.
Yeah, like
forgotten the bag.
if you forget a bag,
Yeah.
and you're like, I'll come
Or
back for
if
it.
it's, or if
I'll
it's
come
just
back
like
for
pure
it.
liquid, like what can you do?
I've picked
You know?
up Bowie's poop with leaves before, like multiple leaves. Yeah, because when we lived in a certain neighborhood, his the place that he was living got infested by rats, and rats survive off of dog poop
Oh wow!
because it has all the vitamins and nutrients to sustain them. So I always that's like
So
the
Maggie's
rats away.
picking it up to keep the rats away.
Yeah.
and it's nasty.
Yeah. I
that's
like
true.
in your old neighborhood had doggy bags.
Yeah.
Because I
They would have
was
them on the street.
dog
That's
sitting
nice.
the pups
Dispensers.
once and
Yeah.
forgot the bags and they were there. And I was like, oh, bags.
I've definitely picked up poop with leaves before too.
Yeah, and a coffee cup.
But usually it's only if I'm like in my neighborhood and I know a lot of my neighbors, and so I'm like, I
don't
don't.
have to
I
get
like.
mad at
What
you
if
on
they
their lawn.
saw me?
What if they know what Bean's poop looks like?
What if they saw me and they're
Looking out the window, they're like,
I have this fear of somebody coming out and being like, "You left poop on my lawn."
Yeah.
You know. So it's not so much the feeling of civic duty. It's more the fear of
Getting caught.
retaliation. Yeah.
Yeah, repercussions. But isn't that the whole
Yes.
reason we don't like commit crimes and do bad things is the fear of
That
true.
is.
I mean, hopefully morally nobody wants to murder anyone. But I would say a big
Right.
deterrent of murder is going to jail forever.
Yeah, for sure.
it's self-policing.
Self-policing.
Yeah, self-policing.
I got like some guy ran after me and Bowie one time in our old neighborhood because someone let their dog off leash and it like picked up on their Ring camera and there was a poop. And I was the only one on the street because the owner had just gone back in. And they're like, "You let your dog poop on my lawn." And I was like, it wasn't me. He's like, "My Ring camera went off and now there's a poop and you're on this street." I was like, it wasn't me, I swear.
Whoa.
He was gaslighting me so hard that I was like, "Was it me?" And I was like, "No,
Like,
it
did I
wasn't. I
do
have bags." And I like showed him my bags. And then I think later he went into the Ring footage and actually watched the video and realized
Do people have nothing but time on their hands? Like, grow up. It's a poo-poo in your yard.
There's
I
a
know,
lot
seriously.
of other things to spend your time doing.
Yeah, there are bigger
Like
problems in the
manifesting.
world.
like manifesting.
Wait, I have to know. Did he apologize?
No.
Oh my gosh. No.
It's crazy.
That's
What a
unreal.
dingus.
Yeah.
Well, to bring it back to manifesting, Becky, you actually manifested something yesterday.
Oh my
remember?
God. Yes. So yesterday, we didn't tell Ariel about this story. So yeah, I subconsciously manifested. So we were, Keith and I were sitting at home, just finished doing laundry, and Bang Bang Noodles, our favorite noodle spot in the world,
Yum, yum.
popped up on my Instagram, and I was just thinking about it. And like 20 minutes passed, and I was like, let's go to Bang Bang Noodles. They're over, in a place that they're closer than they normally are. And I was like, oh, let me text Matt because he lives around. I don't want to say how close. Maybe you live further away. Maybe you live right next door. Maybe you're 10 miles away.
We all live in LA.
Everyone lives in LA. Yeah. So I was like, oh, I'll text Matt and say, hey, do you want to go meet us at Bang Bang Noodles? We're going to leave now. And it just so happened.
That I was already walking on my way there.
No way.
So then we're like, great, we'll leave now. We get in our car. We're about 10 minutes away. And I go, okay, I'm going to look on Find My Friends to see if Matt left already or not. And who do I see in the same area but Maggie? And so I said, hey, do you want to meet me and Matt at Bang Bang Noodles? And Maggie sends me back a picture of the Bang Bang Noodle guy making her noodles. I was like,
She was already there.
so all three of us separately decided to go to the exact same spot
Yes.
at the exact same time.
It would have been one thing if you were there at 12, I was there at 1, Matt was there at 2.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, what was the time? Was it like a weird time?
No, it
3:30.
was like,
It was like
yeah.
3 something, yeah.
And that is
a weird time. It's a weird time.
It's not lunch. It's not dinner.
No.
Yeah. Snack time.
That's so strange.
It's just so weird.
Yeah.
Wow.
Becky manifested it, all this together. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
fun.
It sounds like witchcraft.
It was one of those things. I was like, oh, it's a party. I was like, oh, look, Maggie looks like she's kind of near there. Maybe she's shopping.
Yeah.
That is so fun. Oh, I love that. Oh, I wish I was here.
I know. If you were here, we would have called you up and been like, well, now you have
I'm
to
sure
come.
you would.
Now you have to
I'm
go.
sure you would have already been on your way.
Yeah, that's
if
true,
you were here. You know.
But Becky clearly didn't manifest me there.
Oh, no, Mama.
Ouch,
no,
Becky.
Mama.
Ouch.
I would have brought you
I'm
nudes.
so sorry, Mama.
Yeah, she knew I was.
I knew she was
elsewhere.
in Big Bear.
Yeah.
Skiing up a storm. Ariel, I need to know about skiing. I've never gone skiing.
What do you want to know?
I don't really understand skiing. How big is a slope? How far is it? How fast do you go? How much does it hurt when you hit the snow?
And how
And
fast
like,
you're
how
going.
do you not
Yeah,
hit
it
other
depends how fast you're
people? And aren't you scared because Liam Neeson's wife died after skiing?
Those
That's
are all
scary, right?
excellent questions. I'll start at the
Ariel,
beginning. I'll start at the
Don't laugh
beginning.
about Liam Neeson's wife. She was the mom in A Parent Trap.
Oh my god.
The blonde lady.
I thought you were talking about it in a movie.
No, in real life. Same with Bono.
Bono?
Not Bono. Sonny and
wife?
Cher.
Oh,
Sonny Bono.
Sonny Bono.
Oh, okay.
Also died in a skiing accident. And this French guy just died in a skiing accident.
Okay,
He's
so
an actor.
Like this
Don't
French
laugh.
guy.
He's an actor who was going to ski in something, so it popped up. There's a
I
famous
feel like
French
they're
actor.
probably doing like kind of crazy slopes
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
You know?
That's what I don't get. I'm like, what
Yeah.
is, to me, a slope looks like in Mario Kart.
Dun, dun,
They
dun,
can.
dun,
They
There
can.
are like debris that you jump over.
Oh, no.
There are
No, no,
trees that you have to go around.
You're in the Olympics.
That's how Sonny and both Liam Neeson's wife both hit a tree.
they hit a tree. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, so most of the well, I'm not gonna say most because there's a lot of different types of skiing. So there's, I mean, obviously there's the difference. You're asking about downhill skiing, and
Okay.
because there's cross country skiing, which is very different.
So let's start there.
Sure.
Downhill, meaning you're going down a hill.
Yes.
Cross country.
Flat.
Flat.
How do you ski on flat?
It's a workout.
It's a
Is it
workout.
like
It's like running.
Skating.
It's like running and skating. You have like these special skis that, so it's basically like running on the snow. Yeah.
Why?
But your skis kind of
a workout.
slide, but you have to propel them with your muscles.
Your muscles.
Yeah. Whereas downhill skiing, gravity is
Gravity.
propelling
Gravity.
you, and you have to use your muscles to keep gravity from propelling you faster.
How do you know when you're at the bottom? Is there like a finish line?
No. Usually they are designed so
Yeah.
that like there's a lift at the bottom or there's a lodge at the
It's like flat.
bottom. Yeah, and it gets flat.
Have you ever been worried about getting stuck in a lift? I've seen some videos. People get stuck
absolutely.
and then you have to hold the big
I've
blanket
never
over
gotten
them,
stuck in a
and
lift,
then they have to jump
but
into your blanket.
Funny story. One time, it was
sounds
actually when
fun.
I was learning. It was actually when I was learning how to ski, and I was getting onto the chairlift with my aunt, and I had the poles. You know, because when you're skiing, you have two poles, and you put them in your lap when you're on the ski lift. So I had put them on my lap, and she sat on them. When you're getting onto the lift, and so instead of like pulling them out, I pulled them out, and it like propelled her forward off of the lift. So then she fell to the ground. underneath. Luckily, it was right when you
Just
get
as you were
on.
going up. It's
So
so-
there's usually like a huge pile of snow from when they like clear there. So she just fell like in this huge pile of snow, and it was fine. But
So then did you
I
continue
literally-
up?
yeah,
And she's just in the snow pile and had
Yeah.
to wait for like the next chair?
yeah,
Wow, Matt.
exactly. Yeah. And then it was
How
my
old were
first
you? Was that like last year?
last year. It's actually yesterday now. It was. I think I was in middle school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like a kid thing to
You
do.
little shit.
And it was the first time. And then it was the first time I was on a ski lift by myself. You know.
and so you were scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
I get
manifest
it.
that for yourself? Your
manifested-
first time on a ski
Yes.
lift.
Oh my
I
god.
really wanted to do it by myself.
So the ski lift never stops. It's like getting on
Well,
Haunted
it-
Mansion.
They
do
can
stop it, so-
It can
okay.
stop if like
there's an
somebody falls
accident.
off or something. Yeah, if there's an accident, like somebody falling off or being literally pushed off of.
Oh yeah, or like dragged. Okay,
Yes.
so you take this lift. You're going up.
You go. So
You
the
hit
lift,
the top of
yep,
the hill.
Exactly.
You
Is it-
jump off.
You jump. Oh yeah, you jump down.
No, you slide off.
Slide off.
Yeah,
okay.
just slide.
Is there a man at the top of the mountain, like on a water slide, that tells you when to go?
No.
You just go.
You just go.
You just go at any time. What about the other people around you? How do you collectively decide? Like,
You
are
just
there
have
lanes?
to avoid them. There are no lanes. Everybody skis at a different pace, and you kind of have to like that's actually part of skiing. It's just like driving, where everybody drives at a different pace, and you just sort of have to be aware of the people around you. You know, and so usually I'll be at the top of the hill, and I'll sort of clock like, okay, here's a snowboarder, because snowboarders they like flop down sometimes, and they'll stop in the middle of the thing. So I try to avoid the snowboarders, and then you can see, like, okay, this guy's probably going to be fast, and this guy's probably going to be kind of slow, and this family is together. You just sort of take all these things into consideration. And so I like to take like the side route a lot, and some really good skiers will go into the trees, or because it's exciting, But usually the
Death always
It's like a ride.
yeah, it's like a ride.
Yeah.
So usually the
I mean, not like a ride, because engineers make rides.
Engineers made the hill.
yeah, because engineers make the slopes.
What is God but an engineer of the world?
A structural engineer.
So the slopes are these big, wide open spaces where the trees have been cleared, where they
Ariel, the trees have been cleared.
the trees have been cleared. Yeah,
The trees,
yeah. Usually
God's decorations,
they made Christmas
Global
trees out of
warming
them.
caused by
skiers.
yeah.
We found it. We found it. It's not big oil. It's not giant corporations. It's ski slopes.
people. Well, there's different levels of difficulty. There's different slopes that are different. Like,
How many are there? I know there's green, blue, and black. Are those the only ones?
Well, then they have like
double black.
double black, double black, double diamond, double.
Do you
triple.
both ski black? Yeah.
Sometimes.
Whoa.
I haven't skied like one weekend in the past 5 years.
Yeah.
I
I'm
skated.
a little rusty.
I skated double black 4 times yesterday.
Whoa.
She lives to tell the tale.
You know what? It's mostly
Unless
like
she's a ghost right now.
I
And we
don't.
just manifested her being here, and that we were all actually psychic. Well,
I
This is
love
gonna be
where this
interesting
is,
for
I
the
love where
listeners
this is
to see.
going. I love where this is going. No, so I hate lines. I think you guys all know this, and
hate lines, but also hates cutters.
It's true. It's true. I'm a selfish human being. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I was like, I just wish there weren't other people at things I was doing.
Exactly. I would love to be the first in line all the time. And so what Ned and I did was we skied this double black, and then we would go to this lift that had 0 line because there weren't that many people skiing with double black, and then we would zip up the lift, do the double black again, zip up the lift, do the double black again.
I mean, at least you're good enough to do double black because you don't like to be around people, and that's a lot of stress.
When it comes to the difficulty levels, what is that entailing? Like, what is difficult about a double black that is not difficult
Steeper.
about a yellow? It's
Yeah,
steeper.
it's usually
Much
steeper.
steepness.
Sometimes they
Usually
don't
more narrow.
they don't groom it as well.
Lots of moguls, which are like little bumps.
Yeah.
moguls.
Yeah.
Do they have
Moguls.
Moguls.
They're like speed bumps,
Yeah,
like
they're like
Richard
speed
Branson laying down.
Moguls
Jump
of
me.
business. Yeah,
Jump me.
exactly.
Mark Cuban's like, you got this.
It's just turned into a completely different sport.
Yeah.
Yeah. But usually they're pretty steep. But like and the steeper it is, the faster you go, obviously, because it's gravity that's propelling you.
Gravity.
And so in order to like slow down, you turn. Because if your skis are going straight down the hill, then you're going to go straight down the hill. But if your skis are, going sideways, then you're going to stop. Because, you have these long, pieces of wood that are sitting on the snow that are holding you up. And so if you turn going down the hill, almost like
serpentine.
almost like doing a serpentine, then you can go at whatever pace you want. But you have to use your muscles in like your legs and in your abs to kind of maneuver yourself into those turns. Yeah. And so
Also workout.
yeah, it's also
Sounds like a big workout.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good
Does it hurt when you fall?
Oh yeah.
You can, yeah.
I've fallen many
Oh
times.
yeah.
I
It
went
hurts
skiing for
real
the
bad.
first time last year, and Zach was like, "You can do a blue. You could do it." And I like completely. It was like my first day. He's like, I can see you can handle it. So I went down this like steeper one, and I just completely like fell forward.
yeah.
Oh.
And like falling in skis,
Sled down.
you like don't really know how to get up.
That's how
Yeah.
people like break legs and stuff because your skis can go in all different directions. And so like, so your skis are attached to boots and like the bindings are designed to pop off.
Right.
If
Like a
like,
safety.
for like safety so that your leg doesn't get like twisted. but sometimes they don't. And so you're stuck like in a very weird position, like after you've fallen. My family likes to call it a yard sale. When you fall and all of your gear comes out.
Yard sale. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. And so sometimes, we'll come home and we'll have like a scratch on our face or something like that. And my mom had stopped skiing a couple of years ago, and she'll be like, oh, what happened? And we're like, a yard sale. We had a yard sale.
Well, now everyone wears helmets.
Yes.
Like when I learned how to ski,
nobody
wore helmets.
I didn't even know that helmets were like a thing, that you could wear a helmet until I was in my 20s.
I wore a helmet.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah, now everyone wears.
Me too.
helmets.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's kind of like when we were little, you didn't have to wear a helmet when you rode a bike.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Probably very similar.
Oh my
But
God.
yeah, like
Jesus, man.
now a lot of people wear
What are you, dirty laundry festival?
Yard sale.
He's just like,
yard sale.
that's cool. That's cool.
I think you would.
You need to try it at least once.
No, actually, I don't think Becky would.
I feel like
enjoy
you
it.
would.
I think the more you described it, I was like,
I feel like you would like just try like the bunny slope. That's actually quite fun.
I've heard of tubing, the way that they do tubing on like
Tubing's
lakes
really
that
fun
they do
too.
it on snow. I feel like I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
You can hang with me on the green.
Bunny slopes. Bunny slopes. I would do what Wes was doing on your Instagram story, where like I had a little harness on and someone was just pulling me around.
So he was pulling me.
Oh, okay.
Because
So I would have your children pull me around.
Oh,
you know what I
got it,
mean?
got
Like
it,
I would
got
have
it.
Wes
Yeah, yeah,
pull
yeah.
me around the slopes. I'd be like,
So sledding.
sledding.
Cool.
Into sledding. I'm into that.
Yeah. Snow sports.
Snow sports.
Yeah.
bobsledding, just jump.
Yeah.
Becky likes the après ski.
Easy. Yeah.
She's
I
like,
the
I'll meet
après
you
part.
at the bottom when you're done.
Cocktail hour.
We'll get a
hot tub. Yeah.
a
There we
hot
go.
chocolate.
Coziness.
Yeah. Fires.
Oh, yeah.
I get that.
I like all those things.
I want to go to the Swiss Alps. I've seen photos. It looks cool, but I don't know how to ski very
need to
skillfully. I
practice
don't feel
more.
like there's greens in the
There
Swiss
are.
Alps.
There totally are.
Yeah.
Their runs are longer because the mountains are higher.
I want to get strapped to your back just so I can like see it. I'm like, wow.
I got you guys. I actually skied with a backpack for the first time
wow.
because
Snacks?
last time we went skiing, snacks. Last time we went skiing with Wes, we had to carry all of his gear.
Oof.
And so I got a special skiing backpack that can hold skis. And so it's actually a game changer because now when Wes, in the middle of the hill is like, I want to ski down on my butt. I'm like, fine, give me your skis. Strap him to my back. And like, I just follow him down.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. It's really fun. It's again, it's about the process. It's not it's not about getting to the bottom of the hill. It is about
You're not racing.
loving how to ski.
Would you do water skiing?
Whoa.
Yeah. I think I'd do water skiing.
Yeah.
So you're being pulled.
'Cause I think you're being pulled. Yeah. I think it's the like,
But then when you fall, it hurts.
Yeah. And when you it's really hard to get up.
I mean,
Yeah. 'Cause
when
you're-
you're walking, you fall, it hurts,
That's true.
that's true. Truly true. It does hurt when you fall as an adult. Nothing is more awkward than an adult falling down. It is just like,
So true.
anytime I see it happen to someone, anytime it
Avert your
happens
eyes.
to me, I'm like, this is so embarrassing. I was holding once like giant IKEA bags on either side of me and like a purse. And I just bit it. And the bags were so heavy that like inertia took me. And so I went forward and I just like dropped to my knees. And I was like, so fucking embarrassing.
It's so embarrassing.
It's
I feel
so
like-
embarrassing to fall as an adult.
I feel like it's even
That-
more embarrassing for really tall people.
Yes.
I'm looking at
Oh,
Miles.
yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
because you have a lot farther to fall.
Arms and legs everywhere.
It's always bad.
longer arms.
Just
and legs.
limbs.
Yeah.
Just limbs and alterations.
I tripped on a crack in December and gashed my knee open really badly. And it took forever to heal just because it's like such a mobile joint.
Right.
Oh my God. And there was one person staring right at me as it happened. And it was the most mortifying thing. I
They
was
just
like, it
stare at you
didn't
the
even
whole time?
hurt. But he stared at me and he like tried to like help me up. And I was like, don't touch me. I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah.
But it didn't hurt.
I love when strangers like don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I felt the
They just
like
feel
2
awkward.
times I've ever run in my life. I just bit it in front of this guy, like right on a corner. Like I was trying to avoid him and just fell. And he like stopped and was like, And I was like, don't leave me.
Just as awkward for them as it is for you, right?
He was like, I don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. And we were both like looking away.
I like how you say bit it. Usually when I am referring to somebody falling, I say ate it.
Oh, ate it, bit it. But they probably come from the same like etymology.
I don't know
Yeah,
what I
maybe.
say.
What do you guys say?
I see.
You fall hard.
Yeah, when you fall hard, do you say like bye?
Bit the dust,
wipe
bit the
out,
dust.
wipe out.
Yeah, I wiped out.
Look at that wipe out.
No, I say, oh, I totally ate it.
That sounds so like snowboarder.
I know. I know. Yard sale, dude.
Yeah, yard sale.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, guys, well, that was beautiful. Should we answer a question from the audience?
Let's do it. Love that. Yeah.
Should we
Audience
answer an audience
question.
question?
It says, "Hi all. First, I want to say how much I absolutely love your pod. I always look forward to Tuesday mornings. You all have helped me through these crazy COVID times, and I can't thank you enough. I, a 19-year-old female, am currently in my first year of college. With Valentine's Day around the corner, I can't help but think about my non-existent love life. I'm 19 and I still haven't had my first kiss or boyfriend. Granted, my last 2 years of high school were in COVID's peak. While I am aware that a boy is not going to solve all of my problems, I still would like someone to do all the cute couple things you see in the movies. I am also grappling with the idea that society is teaching women that they are valuable only if they are desirable because of their appearance rather than their personality. Especially as a taller girl, I'm 5'10". I feel like I am seen as undesirable due to my height and lack of traditional feminine traits.
Oh, girl. I could go into that.
Yeah.
You wear those heels.
Yes. I want to be an independent.
Models are tall.
Exactly.
Is that a model?
5'10". Girl, you a model?
Yeah. I want to be an independent young woman who doesn't worry about her relationship status, as I realize I have the rest of my life to find a partner, but that doesn't stop me from thinking about it from time to time. I know that you've touched on the idea of being a late bloomer in previous pods, but do you have any advice for me? Thank you.
I can address the height thing.
Go for it.
Address the tall elephant in the room.
As a not small person, I definitely, when I was about her age, like in my later teenage years, 18, 19, I was like, I wanted to be small because when you are, when you're like looking for love, you're kind of, I don't know, as a woman, it's there's sort of this understanding that like you're going to be with somebody who is taller than you and who is bigger than you, like, I don't know, maybe it's like a sexual thing. You want somebody who can pick you up and I don't know. I don't know. But that definitely affected me as like a taller woman. Yes, models are tall, but you never feel like a model when you're walking with your, like friends and none of the guys are your height, like nobody's looking at you being like, oh my God, you're so statuesque. They're like, oh, she's so tall.
What did you do to like overcome this? Because you and Ned are about the same.
We're about the same height.
Yeah, you're
We
about
are.
hitting the same. Same with you and Zach are like roughly right around the same height. What do you think helped you in the world of like acceptance of your height and comparing like your relationship to
What do you think?
other
I'm not as
people's
I
heights?
was like 5. I'm 5'8" and a half ish, but I thought I was like massive when I was in high school. I like towered over, especially like 14 that age, towered over all the people in my class. And there was a point where I didn't want to be tall anymore. And I thought if I stopped playing sports, which I didn't do, I was like, I'm not going to be tall if I just stopped playing sports. But now I think in college, I was like, I wish I was taller. I like loved wearing heels. I loved being tall. I sometimes still wish I was taller than I am now, but I can't remember when that changed. But it took time. I feel like
I definitely had to make a conscious decision when I met Ned. I did, I adore my husband and yes, we are about the same height, but yeah, when we first met, I was like, okay, well, he's not not super tall. Like, you know, I kind of had to be like, is that okay with me? You know?
Yeah.
And yeah, you kind of like, maybe it comes with age or experience, or
And I think it's
don't
like
know.
more comfort in your own
Yeah.
body, just
Exactly.
because like you're still
Yeah.
growing when you're 19, 18, 14, like that age of puberty where you're still growing and you're still like discovering yourself. So I think it took time, and
I think also that as you age, you understand the pressures and the gender roles that society has put on
Right.
you rather than what you value and what you look at. Right.
Yeah.
So like society or those gender roles we're told that, oh, you want a man that's bigger than you, stronger, can take care of you. Where, you know, it's modern times. We don't really need that. We're not, you know,
hunters
fighting
and gatherers
aliens and
anymore.
stuff,
it's not
right?
survival of the fittest anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
I would actually argue that like it's when you accept your like your height or whatever, you know, you accept your huge feet or your like, you know, enormous hands, you know, like something like that.
Yeah.
Once you accept those things, then that actually sort of attracts people to you, you know, like
Absolutely.
manifesting, actually manifesting having a boyfriend. Yeah. It's like, then you sort of emanate confidence in a way that makes people very attracted to you, you know, friends as well, not just like romantic partners, but like people want to be around you when you like, you know, kind of have when you accept yourself,
Exactly.
you know?
That's like what RuPaul always says.
Oh, I love that. Tell me
Yeah.
more.
He always says, how in the hell?
I quoted it so wrong one time on this podcast.
what did you say?
I don't know, but you need to go back and listen to it and be like, wow, fake fan number one. Fake fan number one.
Right? Now you're going to make me feel like I'm saying it wrong. I'm like second guessing.
Do it.
It's like at the end of every
Yeah.
like RuPaul episode.
Okay,
It's like,
you're not quoting,
how in the
but-
hell are you going to love
oh,
somebody else if you can't even love yourself?
yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
That's so true.
And I think I said it the other way around.
Are you going to love yourself?
How are
if
you
you
gonna
can't
love
love everyone else?
people?
Are you gonna love
something
yourself?
backwards. Someone's like, oops. Yeah, I think it's a grass is always greener kind of situation too. Because I could take that and plug it in with like being shorter.
Right.
Like Rachel and I were just having this conversation. We've started doing baby dates where Rachel, the girls, and I go get coffee. And we have Rachel and I are like pretty similarly heighted. She's a little bit shorter than me, but like our proportions are pretty similar. So we like talking about clothes. And I was showing her Dakota Johnson. I was like, she is my style icon. She's my everything. Like, I want to own every
My
outfit.
everything.
She is my
Whoa.
everything. I love her. The thing with the limes, hilarious. It's just a big joke on the world. But Rachel was like, do you ever look at these like people that you admire, like these style icons, and think, do I like their style or do I just like that she's 5'9", 5'10", and thin?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh. Yeah,
It's hard to go beyond that.
Yeah, it's hard to look past that when you're like, oh yeah, that is just a t-shirt and jeans, but I like it so much because I know I'll never look that way. Like jeans will always be too long on me if I don't get them tailored.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, sort of that grass is always greener. She wants to be
Coupled.
shorter. Yeah, I want to be taller.
Yeah.
I feel like it's always
And then when it comes to, you know, like finding somebody to do all those cuddly Valentine's Day things with. Yeah, we've talked about being late bloomers on this podcast.
Yeah.
I didn't have a boyfriend when I was 19. You know, it's the sort of thing where like all these things will come with time. And COVID is hard.
Yeah.
oh my
It's-
gosh. When
Which
she
makes
said
it
she did
especially
her
challenging.
It's
last 2 years of high
unprecedented.
school, no prom, no graduation. Not
Yeah.
that those are like, I felt bad for kids when they were like, you know, there are bigger things in the world than like, who remembers their prom? Who remembers graduation? It's like, shut up, old people. I was like, let these kids ruminate in their sadness right
Yeah.
now because they've watched every teen movie under the sun and they've watched kids go to prom and they've watched kids graduate. It does suck that they didn't get to do those things.
It does.
That is terrible.
Even
I
if
feel
they don't
very
even,
bad for them.
yeah, even if they don't even want to go, just being even have to be not even have the option to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can do all of the Valentine's Day stuff with your friends.
Exactly.
I mean, maybe not the like sexier parts of Valentine's Day if you're not into that.
Yeah.
Could do those things with yourself.
But
There we go.
there you go.
Yeah.
Truth or truth.
Valentine's Day is a good excuse to have like a funny themed party where you like get together and watch a movie with friends or like a sappy romantic comedy. 2 years ago, we got into a party bus and had a dance party and got hot dogs together as a friend.
Tell us what you do for Valentine's Day every
Yeah, what are your
year.
plans?
Every
Becky?
year. I feel like it's already like Try Guys canon.
Yeah.
What I love is seeing people tag me and Keith in their Valentine's Day festivities because I feel like it's sparked a nation of Outback steakhousers.
Single-handedly
You
still
should collect
supporting
commission.
Right? I was like, I should have an affiliate link for Outback.
Becky and Keith go to
Three
Outback
blooming
Steakhouse.
onions.
Yeah, we do Outback Steakhouse every year for Valentine's Day. And then we used to go see the 50 Shades movies when they were out. And then once they were done being out, I think it was COVID.
That sounds right.
And I was like, oh no, that doesn't work. But this year we're going to rent that Marry Me movie with J-Lo and what's his name? Owen Wilson.
Are we invited?
Yeah, everyone's always
Outback
invited.
Obviously. Thank you.
Are you
Everyone's always
catering in
invited.
Outback or what are you doing?
Yeah, we're going to cater in because Outback is still like kind of a scary place. Like we've gotten takeout from them before and it's like one of those 50-50 places where you walk in and you're like, nobody here believes in it. 100% nobody in this restaurant thinks that this is real. Like, let's leave. Let's get out.
Fair enough.
But yeah, get some takeout. Watch a fun movie.
Just enjoy being where you are. Enjoy.
Don't stress
the
about what you don't
process.
have.
I feel like this whole episode has just been about, it's like manifesting. Enjoy the process. Be an optimist.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself.
It's about the journey, not the destination.
That's right.
Yeah.
Even skiing.
Even skiing.
Even skiing. Guys, you didn't even know we could tie manifesting, skiing, and Valentine's Day all into a similar
We wrapped it up
idea.
into a beautiful little red bow.
Beautiful bow. Guys, that is the end of our episode, though. Another one bites the dust. Maybe that's where bites it
I was
comes
like,
from.
that's
Maybe
like,
that's where
that's
it
what I
comes
say.
from.
Bites the
Yeah,
dust.
bites the dust.
Another one eats the pavement.
Yeah. Eat
Oh.
pavement. I think I've heard that when like skateboarders fall, they ate pavement.
Yeah.
Anywho, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, download us wherever you get your podcasts. And make sure you wash your hands, pee after sex, get vaccinated, get boosted.
Quick clarification: you should pee after sex, even if it's just sex with yourself.
Yep. That is true.
Yeah.
Tip of the day.
Tip of the day. Always be peeing.
I know. We were talking about
ABP.
little. We were talking about self love.
Yeah.
Pee after that sex too.
Pee after anything goes near your coochie wooch.
Yeah. And stay
Or your
hydrated.
peen or
Wooch.
peen.
Coochie wooch.
Or your peenie ween.
Or your peenie ween, depending on what's going on.
Woo woo.
Woo woo, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.